Brian Windhorst at ESPN, Wendy, guy that I have a lot of respect for. He he came out with a slightly adjusted take. I don't know if it's different. Brian's more of a reporter than an opinion guy, but now he's pointing out the obvious that this arrangement that the Lakers have, Bronny doesn't travel on road trips, and Bronny then gets pushed up to the Lakers roster, then goes back down to the G League, that it's actually not working in Bronny's favor. But let's listen to Brian Windhorst.
No, Dave, I'm going to apply the brakes on my everything's fine on the Bronny front with this thing that's now happening, which is that from my understanding, he's only going to play in the South Bay Lakers home games, that he's only going to kind of be a part-time G League player. And he's not getting on United Airlines and going to fly and go see these other teams, he's playing these road games now. Because honestly, like, I know he was getting so much special treatment and nepotism. That's fine. Honestly, I don't care. Like I said, it's normal. Now I think it's actually detrimental to him. I don't like that. I don't know whose idea it was. Obviously, the Lakers are fine with it. They're doing it. I've now, on this particular instance, I think that's gone too far. And I don't think that benefits Bronny. I don't think it benefits the South Bay Lakers. And I don't think it benefits LeBron at that point. I think it'd be much better if Bronny was a more developed player by February or March by playing in G League road games.
Steve, you surprised here that Windhorst is kind of backpedaling and backtracking? I respect the transparency and the honesty of it and just the logic of it. Turning Bronny into a make-a-swish kid, as I repeatedly said, it's bad for Bronny. It's making him a laughingstock. I think it heightens the animus from other players, probably in the G League, some of the guys in the NBA, towards Bronny. This is not working for Bronny. Now, here's where I will slightly disagree. It might be working for LeBron. He had another triple-double last night, third straight triple-double. I know the NBA is kind of watered down. You can pad stats a lot easier. But LeBron seems hyper-motivated. The Lakers are 7-4, off to a decent start, and LeBron is playing at a high level at age 39. If carrying and doing all this special treatment of Bronny brings out the best in LeBron, maybe that's an argument for continuing to do it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, but the greatness of LeBron, even now at this age, was never the question. It was always about the legitimacy of, is Bronny a serviceable NBA player? As of right now, that's no. But I mean, look, and I respect Windhorst too, but I'm not going to lie to you. When I hear this and the flip-flopping, kind of reminds me of the political pundits who 7-8 months ago were saying everything's great with Joe Biden. His cognitive skills have not declined. He's sharper than ever. In fact, he's doing a great job as the president. Now, all of a sudden, you just look, well, the guy was weekend at Biden's. He's one of the worst presidents ever. He never should have ran, and he's the reason why Kamala Harris. Well, which was it, guys? The truth was always out there, but it was not approved to say. Jason, anyone that saw this arrangement for more than what it was a publicity stunt, and it was not good for the Laker organization overall, was not being honest. That's all I have to say about that. But this thing was never a great idea, except for a particular group of people that are all related to LeBron and clutch sports. That's it. Do I think it's going to hamper or enhance the play of LeBron? No, because he's still an elite player at this age. Okay? But do I
gotta be motivated, Steve. You gotta be motivated at 39 when you're the all-time leading scorer. You got, what's he got, 4 championships, 4 or 5 MVP trophies. You gotta be motivated, and maybe having, his son, a make-a-swish kid, maybe that motivates LeBron.
No, Jason, the motivation is to stat pad to a level, because I don't think he's ever going to win another NBA championship as the best player on that team. By the way, you can still make an argument Anthony Davis is now the best player, but we could get into that later. However, his goal is to put up so many numbers to procure a stat line that is so grandiose that once again people will say, no, he's better than Jordan. But let's be very honest, that argument, that door closed about 3-4 years ago.
Let's be honest. The insurance model is broken. Crowd Health puts your health care back in your hands. Use the promo code FEARLESS at joincrowdhealth.com. That's joincrowdhealth.com, promo code FEARLESS.
This makes such little sense to me that I keep trying to find the hidden motive behind it. I'm just throwing this out there. Could this in any way be a possibility? Could any of his heart issues or anything that he had relating back to his heart and his heart attack have to do with flying and being? Is that something they maybe don't want to mention, that he could be suspect?
No.
So that's not even possible.
No.
And it's
prepare the butter box. Continue.
I'm just trying. It makes such little sense. It makes such little. There's no way to.
About as much sense as what you just added to the show.
He can't fly. That's the problem. He can't fly coach.
Yeah, that's not.
Jeez.
Let me raise a point, Steve. Pipe down, Butterbur. I don't want to use the butter box today. Pipe down. Let me make a point that no one's talking about, Steve, that I find fascinating. You remember whatever it was 10 years ago when Dan Gilbert was the worst human on the planet and the dumbest owner in NBA history and the dumbest owner in sports and blah, blah, can't do anything without LeBron James. Cleveland Cavaliers have started the season 13-0. 13-0. They've run off 13 straight victories with Donovan Mitchell and this whole cast that they've rebuilt in Cleveland. Yes, is it a long process after LeBron left a second time or whatever? But the Cleveland Cavaliers organization is in better shape, more professionally run, clearly superior to what LeBron has created in Los Angeles. And what is he now? He's been there 6-7 years now. Cavaliers, the organization he abandoned, is in far superior position than LeBron's new organization. Who would have predicted that 6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah, and by the way, I think Dan Gilbert's actually been pretty instrumental in the renaissance of Detroit. He's done a lot of things over there that must be applauded. Heard Anton Daniels talk about that and some other people. And look, the Miami Heat, I don't know how many championships they've won, but they haven't fallen off the face of the earth. And that's a decision that Pat Riley made. It's like, LeBron, you're a great player, one of the best that ever lived, but the organization is what comes first and foremost. And I think that's telling. I just really believe that this whole run, when you have LeBron and Clutch Sports with their tentacles all over the Laker organization, and I'm not a fan of Jeannie Buss, I really wonder about the impact that once he decides to finally hang up the sneakers, where's this Laker organization going to be for the decade plus afterwards? I don't have an optimistic feeling about it.
Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.